Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
ALLDAY PROJECT Youngseo Excluded, BABYMONSTER Ahyeon Golden Backlash, and more probably. I will hope so.
Is ALLDAY PROJECT Youngseo being excluded? But what's going on with BABYMONSTER Ahyeon? And how does it relate to the cast of K-pop Demon Hunters? Other mama shenanigans and so much more in today's episode of Totally Legit K-pop News with me, Angelina. So if you're interested, please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. But yeah, otherwise, happy December 1st. I'm actually going to be trying to do Vlogmas on my second channel, so go check it out. I uploaded a podcast episode. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. Is ALLDAY PROJECT Youngseo being purposely excluded from her group? Fun fact about Youngseo, she was actually supposed to debut in Islet. She was in the debut lineup and everything. They released a photo shoot, but then one day it was announced that she'd be leaving Islet, which was spelled I'll-it at the time. Following in-depth discussions about future activities, Beliflab and Youngseo have come to a mutual agreement to terminate the exclusive contract. This mutual decision has been made after careful consideration, honoring the artist's wishes. We kindly ask for no unwarranted speculations or
kind of
misunderstandings.
makes it a little bit more awkward for her because she's kind of used to being in that predicament where one moment you're in a group and then next you're not.
But the whole idea with Islet, how I remember it, people were saying that she left Islet because she wanted to do a darker concept and not that bubblegum pop. So now she got
You feel like she's doing that now?
Well, yeah, with ALLDAY PROJECT, this is a darker concept. So now we're going running around in circles. Now we're saying, oh, she's wearing pink, so she wants to do a bubblegum pop concept. She doesn't want to do a dark concept. That's like what we're saying now, which is like, can we make up our mind what it is?
Yeah.
Because I feel like we're picking and choose which one it is.
We wish nothing but the best for Youngso's future endeavors. So of course from there, Islet debuted as 5 members, and then we found out that Youngseo would be joining the Black label, and then she ended up debuting in ALLDAY PROJECT. So of course the vibes of both groups are very different. Islet has a more cute magical girl concept, whereas ALLDAY PROJECT, I mean, it seems they wear a lot of black, and this is important to note, but it seems that one of the first things fans noticed was this track list. So seemingly showing that each member have their own solos. So Tarzan, Bailey, Tarzan, Annie, Uchan, and then all of them together. But people noticed that Youngseo didn't have a solo. So it seems that the Black label deleted the post, and then they posted this one where the Y here is more emphasized. Y for Youngseo, of course. Here are some comments. This is insane. Compared to other groups, one member in this group doesn't even have a solo song or unit song. I'd send flowers and a truck to the agency. Not the truck and flowers. I said it would be weird if it's not a typo, and it was really marked strangely. What are they even doing? A typo? Seriously, they're doing everything so terribly. She could always release a solo later. I don't think real fans would get so worked up over every little thing like this. Isn't this just viral marketing? Maybe they're planning to release her solo first. What is this sloppy, baseless response? So we have some more comments, some people saying, you know, shouldn't the first EP be just everyone together, not really have any solos or duos, units? I keep saying duos, units. Wasn't? Okay. Me trying to bring 21 into this. Didn't 21 release like solos and units like during their first releases ever? I mean, I don't think it's a huge issue. I mean, that was so fun. From there, it seems that the 4 members were spotted without Youngseo. And
For one, yeah, it's duos. I don't know why she doesn't want to call it duos. It is duos. It's 2 people. That's a duo. But I don't. What?
What's the implication of calling it a duo?
I don't know. That's what she's like. Oh, it's units, not duos. No, it's duos. It's not a big deal. Now, having duos or solos in their first album, I don't find that problematic. I don't know.
I was kind of expecting that, especially based on the format of their group.
Right. I feel like makes sense. Guy, girl, and then there's one girl left over. So now, to be fair, I don't know why Tarzan has a solo. Like it should be Youngseo on that solo, because as I said, guy, girl, 2 pairings, 2 duos, and then a solo song for a leftover girl. I think that would make sense to me. So, but I guess Tarzan is a girl. I don't know.
a couple of
But even then, like, then he shouldn't. I don't know why he has a solo. He shouldn't have a. If he's already in a duo, he shouldn't have it.
occasion. Now they're openly excluding Youngseo. It seems people were also looking into live stream moments with all of them saying, you know, Uchan seems to be more open with Annie. Honestly, Jo Uchan is low-key a huge problem. He treats Annie warmly, but is totally pulled towards Youngseo. When they were in Paris, I saw him wrap his arm around Annie's waist, and I thought, wow, what is going on? Meanwhile, he made Youngseo feel awkward and embarrassed just over one comment. And saying it's because of
what is going on? He want to get paid. That's what's going on. Want to get that check.
people's reactions makes no sense because the way he brought it up directly on live stream was basically throwing Youngseo under the bus. He got dragged like crazy for that. He's getting more blatantly biased as time goes on. But aside from that, it really feels like all of them caught a case of world-class syndrome. The sunglasses and everything, they're way too careless. They're rookies. How do you go around everywhere while leaving out one member? Everything blew up this promotion cycle. An image can collapse in a second. Once or twice is whatever, but why are they targeting the same member over and over? It's such an ick. The replies feel like they're intentionally saying, why are you all so sensitive, lol? But honestly, from debut until now, it's always one person being left out, and that one person is always Youngseo. How are we supposed to ignore that?
Yes.
I mean, again, I think we have to differentiate colleagues and friends, right? They're colleagues. They don't have to be friends. Like their job is to produce music and all the related content to that. That's the
But
job.
also in the bigger picture of things, let's add to the fact that they go out, they hang out on their own without Youngseo. So it's like it looks like in optics sense that she's being ousted.
There could be many. She might not want to hang out with them. She might have her own friends. Like it's maybe to her it's colleagues. Like it's attended. Like why are we always thinking that these K-pop groups are their friends? Like they're colleagues.
Because they create that vibe.
Okay, fair. They try to create that vibe, but at the end of the day, they're colleagues. That's what they are.
Yeah,
All of them are
people
colleagues.
Outsiders are gonna speculate. Like, why is she like?
It's not friends. It's job. It's a job you have to do. You get paid for it. That's it. If you happen to make friends at your work, you happen to make friends.
That's why I don't like groups that's not even numbers, because only one will always be left out. They don't have a buddy. And there's no such thing as 3-friend group. It's 2 friends and then the third.
But it didn't end there, because then the group did an interview where they talk about, the differences in how they like to dress, how, they're literally under a company called The Black Label. They wear a lot of black, but Youngseo loves the color pink. So here's the interview.
더 블랙 레이블에서 나온 그룹이기도 하고 저희가 다 함께 이런 이미지인데 거기 이제 영서가 너무 이제 오샷이 핑크.
So basically they have a dark image and Youngseo is glowing in pink.
거잖아. 이게 무대에서는 다 이렇게 하고 무대 밑에서는 제가 좋아하는 거 저는 다 블랙이긴 한데.
아니 죄송한데 저 블랙 레이블
So she's basically saying, when we're on stage, it's one thing, but when we're off stage, I like to wear what I like to wear. And basically saying, it's hard to always wear black. So then they recount a story about how Youngseo was worried that Woojeon might be injured.
하고 혹시나 진짜로 뭐 제가
And she basically said that she texted him 6 times and it seems that she was ignored. I feel really awful about what happened to her. She didn't deserve to be treated like that, not even in an interview. You could see how sad she looked. I honestly don't understand why the members of her own group talked to her that way. Their behavior is seriously disappointing. So of course the comment about her loving pink, the people have really taken it.
Sad.
She did look sad, but I feel like I'm missing some context here. I'm not exactly sure what that interview is about.
In a mean way. And of course you have people saying, she's not spotted with the rest of members at this event or that event. So here, where's Youngseo? They're making it obvious right now. Leaving out Youngseo again. Their group dynamics is a joke, lol. First Travis Scott concert and now going shopping without her. I know OT5 preachers will defend this too, saying she might be sleeping, she don't want to go, blah blah. And it's just the group without Youngseo, basically. Now, some fans do think that others are taking this way out of context. I don't understand. Yeah, maybe because you don't know the context. It's not an interview, it's a game. If you think that's horrible, you haven't heard what I've said about Woojeon, because it's just a diss game and that's what close friends do. It's not necessary to create scenarios where Youngseo is miserable. This is being taken out of context. They were just playing a game. Don't start standing. Youngseo, out of pity, she doesn't need that. ADP NT is taking every clip out of context to push their narrative that Youngseo is miserable. It's almost like you want to push this image onto her more than you actually care about her. Of course, with all that said, let me know your thoughts. I mean, the first thought that came to my mind is, of course, it must not be so much fun if you love a certain aesthetic, but then your group's concept is just the complete opposite of that. Like if you really love pink, but you have to have a darker image. I mean, I could definitely see how that's frustrating in and of itself. But in terms of not getting along, that's also an interesting conversation, right? Because recently, Manon didn't go to Thanksgiving with the rest of her members. So people always, of course, assume there's conflict, right? They want idols to be friends like all the time. And I actually just uploaded a podcast episode called Do Idols Actually Get Along? Which I think kind of touches on all of this actually. So go check it out. But as always, let me know your thoughts. What is going on with BABYMONSTER?
Yeah, I think it's just, idols, they, like guys at work, do you get along with everybody? Is everybody your best friend? It's if you're not working, if you're at school, is everybody in your class is your best friend?
Yeah, but there's some people that you guys have to work like relatively close.
Okay.
So it's weird, like if, okay, 4 people always have lunch together and the 5th one doesn't.
Yeah, but it's a job. What you gonna do?
But they have to be together.
Yes. Or after lunch break, you still go to work.
I don't know. It's too early. It's too early for them to have this kind of division. I feel like it's a new group. I think they should all be together.
I don't know. I think you can keep business and personal separate. And in this case, you know, it's just a job. Like they don't have to be best friends. If their interests are different, if Youngseo don't like rap, if she don't want to go to Travis Scott concert, that's up to her. Like if she wants to wear pink, the rest of them want to wear black, that's up to her. Like
so she's changed. She's like making her like the oddball out.
okay, she may be the elbow, but at the same time, she shouldn't have to change who she is just to fit in the group.
But why she left Eyelid? She didn't want to be Eyelid because it's not dark enough. Now she's in the dark enough group, and now it's
well, that was the speculation why she left Eyelid. We don't know why she actually left them. So, but I don't know. In cases like these, I feel like I want the idol to come out themselves and say, you know, something is wrong.
Girl, step to the front.
Then we can talk about it. Until
Step
they come out, it's like it's always there's a lot of reaching in K-pop.
Ahyeon. So 3 members of BABYMONSTER, Rora, Farida, and Ahyeon sang a couple songs from K-pop Demon Hunters, one of them being Golden. Now, a lot of idols have covered Golden, and it's often met with very divisive responses because it is a very difficult song to sing. Now, the first time we saw Ahyeon covering Golden, the reactions were quite divisive, and similarly for this Mama stage, the reactions remain quite divisive. So let's listen to a snippet, though. I mean, I saw some tweets where it was like copyright, you know, they posted little clips and it got copyright claimed. So if you don't see it, just know that it was Ahyeon singing a very high part in Golden. It seems that during the performance of Golden, Cortez's James reacted like this. So here is Ahyeon singing, and then this seems to be his reaction. First, it was Kono making faces when aespa won, and now James doing all that in reaction to Ahyeon's high note. At what point does it become blatant disrespect? People in the
It's not blatant disrespect. That's the face we made when we heard it. That's a very natural face when you heard that. That's there's no disrespect intended. It's shock. Because when she had that little hiccup, whatever that was, I don't know what it was, maybe like a voice crack or whatever. Watch our reaction. We're like, ooh. We're kind of like taken aback, which is a very natural human response when you hear something unexpected.
So why would James do this? So
what he just pretend to?
Yeah, but like he knows everyone is watching him.
You don't think everyone is watching you? Like you get comfortable. Like at some point you get comfortable. Like you're there for hours. You have to get comfortable.
quote retweets defending him because he's a man, but if a female idol did this, she would have been dragged to hell and back. So of course, some people thought it was disrespectful. Other people thought it was a normal reaction to being so close to some speakers. Is it only me or this seems like a totally normal reaction? Like, dude is right next to a big ass speaker.
Yeah,
also, the
like
members behind him is literally admiring and finding it cool. So what exactly is the problem here? Ahyeon's high note was perfect, but of course people will drag her because it's a trend to hate on her. James was just impressed by her high note.
No, it was not perfect. There was a little hiccup there. Let's not like this. The performance was good overall. Like that, I don't think that hiccup takes away from the performance. But let's not that perfect to say it was perfect. It's not factual. It was not perfect.
And that's how he reacts when he finds something impressive. Stop using the moment to drag Ahyeon. Then they showed this clip. So unfortunately, she was receiving a lot of criticism for her performance. So much so that, of course, fans came to her defense. And it seems that even Ray Ami, the singing Oasis for Zoe from K-pop Demon Hunters, may have come to her defense. No names are being mentioned, but a lot of people are associating it with that. And she wrote, putting down other groups' artists to uplift your faves is lame. Keep it positive or SCFU. Stop putting down other women and pitting them against each other. That kind of behavior is exhausting and regressive. Under the tweet, this person says, for context, BABYMONSTER performed Golden recently at a show, and people were viciously comparing them to Macy's parade performance. Some were even attacking them about a high note that fell through. She also quote tweeted,
that Macy's parade performance was phenomenal. We just reacted to it. It was unbelievable.
Herself saying, I say this with all love. Being in the public eye is not easy. It's quite scary at times. Let's just keep it positive and keep it pushing. Thank you. BABYMONSTER getting recognized and defended by one of the OG singers of Golden. We love to see it. Haters and fake vocal experts were found crying in the bathroom right now. If the original singers step in, you know it's serious.
Why do every time you criticize someone, why is it, oh, you're a hater? So it's like
it depends on the delivery.
Everybody is beyond criticism.
No, it depends on delivery.
It's like every time you say something negative about something, oh, you're a hater.
Because I feel like sometimes people say, oh, I'm a fan of the so-and-so, but then they go off.
Yeah, that's...
As if
that's
it gives...
them
them being a fan gives them permission to just be, like, mean.
It's like Ahyeon had a hiccup. Criticizing her for that hiccup is not a hater behavior. She had a hiccup. Now, for... like people have opinions, like people entitled to their opinions. Like for example, we didn't really like Ives' performance in the Mama. Like Ives, yeah, something just wasn't clicking. It's not hate.
Ice,
baby. Yeah, just something wasn't clicking in that performance. There's no hate. Nobody's hating. She didn't like it. Like, what are we supposed to do? Pretend to like it because also to appease everybody? No. Something was missing in that performance. I'm sorry. Like, something wasn't there for me. This is what it is. Like, I'm not hating on IVE. I have nothing against IVE. I didn't like that performance. I don't care. It's like, it's not that deep. There's no hate. So criticizing Ahyeon for that mishap, there's no hate. It really happened.
My timeline is full of other fandoms dragging Ahyeon just to hype their faves while she's just a kid. Remember, she's someone's daughter too. You might not see it now, but maybe one day when you have your own kids, karma will come sooner or later. The hate train
What does that have to do with anything? She's a kid, yes, but she steps on that stage. When you step on the stage, it's fair game. If you're a kid,
She's
go
a businesswoman.
if you're a kid, go play with toys. Like, you step on the stage, you're working with adults. You're a grown person at that point. Like, she's just a kid.
Ahyeon is so bad that the OG singer had to come and defend her. She's a teen who's literally done nothing wrong for y'all to be hating on her so much. But after the performance, it seems that BABYMONSTER were at the airport and people noticed Ahyeon acting a little different. People often praise her for her energy towards fans at airports. Ahyeon was literally having a full-on combo with fans at the airport. Not just a quick hi or hello. My girl is seriously too sweet and too approachable. And then they compared it to her recent appearance. My girl isn't even smiling compared to her other airport appearances. I hate y'all. Here are some photographs of her. From what I know, this is the first time I've seen Ahyeon covering herself up at the airport, even wearing headphones, plus she looked a little sad. I just hope people will be more nice to her. Rest well, Ahyeon, and remember there are so many who love you and who are proud of you. This isn't the usual Ahyeon I know, especially at the airport. I really hope she's okay. As someone who's been following Ahyeon, this feels different to see. She looks tired, and we all know she always pushes herself to stay cheerful at the airport.
Yeah, she could just be tired. Like, she had a long 2 days. A lot of prep work went into it, I'm sure. Like, why people can't be tired? Like, stop it.
I hope she's all right. Please rest well, Ahyeon. We're so proud of you. You did really well. I think there's always this question of, do idols see the hate that they receive? Do the companies protect them by not letting them know? Are there protections in place by the company? I have these questions at least. To what extent are some of these,
as in, like,
you know, quote
they are not allowed to be on social media?
unquote scandals?
That's the only way you make them
backlash,
want to see it, though.
is that just something that someone who's chronically online would know about versus something that would transcend that and you could naturally find out about without being chronically online? I always wonder this. Major question, do companies have protections in place for their idols in regards to the hate that they receive? Because I think that would be obviously very important. You know, there are celebrities who do not read their comment sections, who have people read it for them to protect their mental health. I wonder what's in place for idols. Of course, with all that said, let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Some days start off badly. Every day you have a choice.
So with that, actually, let's move on to K-pop shenanigans, which are basically fun little things that have happened in K-pop recently and are quick news. Continuing on with the Mama Awards, aka the Mnet Asian Music Awards, it seems that Winter accidentally hit the spikes on her guitar and injured her finger. So we see the spikes actually fall off, and then people noticed her hand afterwards. Idol's Minnie injured herself during rehearsal, but pushed through the performance. And Stray Kids' Lino sprained his ankle as confirmed by JYP. Kickflip have revealed their official light stick, so let's react to it together.
Only now?
Oh, okay. A skateboard.
cool,
I guess it's a teaser.
The light stick matches the concept, you know, that's cool, but they're only releasing it now? But they've been around since I think they debuted in like January or something, almost a year. Wow. That's a cool light stick. I like
That's
it.
more like a teaser to me, but whatever. Okay, EJ, who composed Golden from K-pop Demon Hunters, has explained that the high note is unrealistically high because, of course, it's an animation. She said the song is so difficult to perform, and if she knew she was going to sing it, she wouldn't have made it this difficult. You guys remember the MHDHH_friends account that New Jeans used to have? Well, it's officially been deactivated. Zero Base One have extended their contract by 2 months. The decision was reached unanimously by all Zero.
I would think, yeah, it's part of as they're negotiating with Hype, they're kind of preparing for it to swim back into the company. So I think everything associated with the whole NJZ business has to go.
Base One members who hold deep affection for the team and wish to repay the great love they received from fans. I'm curious about why 2 months specifically. Kyuwon Harmony Kyo has talked about not being invited to the Mama Awards. Watching Mama, we should have been there. Maybe we'll go next year. What?
Who? From what group?
The team and wish to repay the great love they received from fans. I'm curious about why 2 months specifically. Kyuwon Harmony Kyo has talked about not being invited
P1 Harmony, okay.
to the Mama Awards. Watching Mama, we should have been there. Maybe we'll go next year. Why didn't they invite us? If we went, we would have caused a whole commotion. Duh is a total masterpiece. So why didn't they call us? It's okay, maybe it's an album only cool people can recognize. Twice's Chewy had a dating rumor, a dating accusation with ATEEZ's Hong Jung's brother. Here was some of the evidence. A picture together, her liking his post, him using her song on his story, and this is apparently her dog. Card's BM was accused of shading All Day Project because he reposted this. K-pop fans nowadays will never know the impact Card have But the caption reads, "To be honest, Card had so much better music than All Day Project." BM did clarify, "I really need to read captions. I swear to God, I didn't see that. I was just happy an old group like us was getting love. I've been saying I appreciate and really like ADP. Please, internet, know that I want no smoke." Eyelet released this
I don't
photo
know, he's not
dance
that
tutorial.
old to not know how social media works. That excuse would work for like maybe 40, 45 and up.
Some of you guys in the comments said you don't read captions too, like, so you just kind of read the text, not the captions.
You know, the captions I don't read is on TikTok.
Yeah, but this was TikTok.
Yeah, because TikTok, it does this thing like the captions is like, first of all, it's opaque, I think. You have to actually go to the captions to read it. But sometimes
So
the
it
whole
is
point,
possible.
so I guess it's TikTok.
I don't know.
But for Instagram, I'll read the caption. I think
Well,
also
he
Twitter.
came out and said it, and it seems like he actually wrote it himself because it's like ISTG, like it's not like a press release, right? So I think, I mean, he apologized. I don't know.
And they were accused of copying New Jeans, who have previously also released similar photo dance tutorials. But some fans are saying it's not really a unique thing.
About you though, you are like a little nosy. I think you would have read the caption.
You probably go in the comments, see what people say in the comments, and I think as you go into comments, you see the caption, right?
Yeah.
It's a convenient apology. It's a,
Yeah.
let's say that, yeah.
Ning Ning was recently criticized for her attitude on live stream. For example, people would ask her questions and she would just say no, or rather they would request things and she would be like no.
Oh, I
Ning Ning,
remember
can you
this, yeah.
sing Rich Man? No, nope. Nope, nope. Can you make a cat pose? Nope.
Some fans think it's being taken out of context, however. And then for fun things that I want to share with you guys, there's this clip going around of Winter's boot falling down.
Look at her just looking at it. Oop, what I do now.
But don't worry, guys, I actually got you another angle of this.
That's funny.
You don't feel excited now for you?
Why did we all collectively find this so amusing? I don't know. Let me see if I have a K-pop
That
song
is
of the
funny.
day. I mean, it's been a while. I feel like I've been listening to more music. Wicked soundtrack. Not all of it, though. No, not all of it. Girls of the Year by Vicha, Number One Girl by Rosé, Body by Taeyong, Little Miss by Girl Set, and Miss Erotica by
Yeah,
Peach
they're all
PRC.
songs.
Those are the top songs that I've been listening to recently. But yeah.
All right.
Okay. Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible.